Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be learning how to put a overhead GUI on any player. I got a lot of help from Alvinblocks here, so check out his channel, and well, let's hop right into it. So first we're going to make a part so we can actually see what our billboard GUI is going to look like. Then we're going to click the plus. We're going to type in billboard GUI. Then we're going to add a text label. Now we need to go to the billboard GUI and always on top, and the studs offset has to be 2. So now we can make this look as pretty as we want by going to the text label and setting the background color, but I'm going to set the background color to 0 like that. Text scaled, that's just how it looks for the first time you do that. It's okay. It might not on yours, but it does on mine. Then we're just going to type player. Then we're going to change the text color to white so it's easier to see. And then we're going to set the text stroke transparency to 0, and then boom. Now we can put the billboard GUI in server storage. Then we can just get rid of this part. Now we're going to open up a script. We're going to open it up in server script service, and then we're just going to start with our code. So now we need to get the billboard GUI out of server storage. So we have to say local server store, oh no, my typing is awful, is equal to game get service server storage, and local GUI is equal to server store dot billboard GUI. Now we can start with our script. So we're going to say game dot players dot player added connect function player, because we need to know our player that just came into the game. And then we'll add a little parenthesis. Then we will say player dot character added connect. Oh, I forgot the ed on added. Connect function car and then we will say game dot workspace wait for child player dot name if player dot name player dot name is equal to, now you can put whatever your name is in here. I'm just doing this so that if I am in there, I'll be like a VIP or something, and my text will be different. So if player.name is equal to Bloodstorm, Storm 666C, then now we're going to clone the GUI. So local cloned GUI is equal to GUI clone GUI parent is equal to game workspace player name head clone GUI text label text is equal to owner clone GUI text label text color 3 is equal to color 3 dot from RGB. And now you can put whatever your RGB value is. You can go to the base plate to find this. You can go here, and then you can find it. So you want a green, you can find it right here, 45, 99, 49. I'm just gonna do this to get a nice red. Then we're going to say else local cloned GUI is equal to GUI clone GUI dot parent is equal to game workspace player name dot head cloned GUI dot text label text is equal to player dot equal to player. Now I made a mistake. And then there's a script. Now I am going very fast, so we'll go back. We're getting the server storage because we can't just access the server storage, and then we're finding the GUI on the inside. Whenever the player joins, it will run this, and then we need to find the character too. So then we're going to say, we're going to wait for the child, player.name, so we'll say game.workspace wait for child, and then the script will run. So if player.name is equal to my name, then it will be special, because it will clone the GUI from server storage. The parent will be in my head, and we included these bracket things because we don't know what our player's name is going to be. Because if we put a dot player.name, then it would have tried to find something in workspace called player. Now the text will be equal to owner because I'm the owner, and then the color of the text will be this. Oh, nice red. But if it's not, it will just clone the GUI, it will put it in the head, and then it will just equal to player. Now let's test it out. As you can see, we got owner. So, hope you guys liked the video. Please consider liking and subscribing, it helps out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, have a nice day.